The person that developed the stages of cognitive development were Piaget. He said that each child goes through these stages and can't progress until they are of a certain age. At ages 2 through 7, they don't have a understanding of volume or mass. So if you pour the same amount of water in a big glass compared to a small one, they can't tell the difference, as opposed to 7 to 12-year-olds. They are able to tell the difference. So assimilation, disequilibrium, and accommodation has to do with learning new information. If the child is able to associate the new meaning with another word, then that's assimilation. When they're being taught about the difference, that's accommodation. If they can't make the connection between one thing and another, that would be disequilibrium, and that'll continue until they can come to an understanding, which would be equilibrium. Constructivism, I don't remember. Negative reinforcement would be letting a behavior continue that is not good, I guess. For Erikson's psychosocial development, he thought the one that was most critical was the stage of like 12 to 18, because that's where kids are, or children are finding themselves and creating an identity for themselves, and they either have a sense of what they want to do and who they are, or they do not, and it can lead to rebellion. The zone of proximal development is the part where a child doesn't know how to do something. There's the one part where they can do something without the help of another, and the other side is they can do something with the help of a more knowledgeable other. That's the zone. So they're able to produce something in that zone, and then once they're out of the zone, then they kind of lose a little bit of what they learned, but they still know more than what they learned before they had the more knowledgeable other. It's important for teachers to know that, because it'll help them, especially when it comes to explaining to parents why they might not be able to do a certain thing on their own when they can do it with the help of someone else. Question 7 is about Erikson's psychosocial development, and that is, I think, stage 2 or 3. That is about, that's something else. I don't know. A constructivist would want to do away with the way grading is done, because it's not an accurate measure of what they're learning. Constructivism is more focused on doing better than what you personally are doing in that moment, not what the standards are or what someone else is doing. Schools were very opposed of conditioning because, one, the children are not animals, so they didn't like the term conditioning like they're lab rats or dogs like Pavlov would use, and also because of the time period that it came out in, which was when Hitler was coming into power. He was conditioning people to follow him, so it was kind of related, and they did not like that.